If you're into OTT binge watching at all, you must not have missed Sanjay Leela Bhansali's latest. It's called Hira Mandi. Now, a lot of faces are there, but Sanjay Leela Bhansali is known for getting out Hiras, really the jewels in people. And one such face that has taken the internet by storm is joining us next. Taha, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Firstly, congratulations on the fab job that you've done with Hira Mandi. How are you feeling? Has the entire feeling, the response, has that soaked in?
No, I don't think it'll ever soak in. I mean, when you're, when you're striving for something for 15 years, and there's nothing really for 15 years. There was nothing, and in the last 6 days, I mean, the kind of love and appreciation for you as an actor. First of all, the art, the craft of acting, and then of course, I mean, the looks and everything is God given. It's my mom, but the craft is mine. So when people appreciate the art, when they appreciate that, it really makes my heart swell. And talking about being the heartthrob, I mean, that's really so humbling, because I never expected this to happen. I mean, I really didn't. It was, I mean, I was telling a lot of my friends that about 6 days ago, my posts on Instagram were about 600, 700 likes, right? And this is about 14 years of hard work and doing many, many movies, and I was getting 600, 700. Literally, I'm getting lakhs. Each post is getting lakhs of likes. I mean, it's incredible. I thought Instagram doesn't work for me. I thought Instagram doesn't work at all. All right, but Instagram clearly does work. It does reach the audience when you have somebody like Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir and Netflix, and when they present you and the way they present you to the audience, the reach that it has. So I believe all the things put together.
So Instagram validation check. That has happened.
Yes, blue tick.
But tell me something. You're still blushing on the thought of getting so much reaction out of it. And Sanjay Leela Bhansali, the name is Hira Mandi. It's said to be a place where jahan heere tarashe jate hain. Sanjay Leela Bhansali is known for tarashing, or I don't know what the word for it in Hindi really is, for really getting after and finding Hiras. He's found 2 of them in this series as well. I'm sure it's been an eye-opener to work with him, but how did the interaction start? Did you have to audition, stand in long lines, or how did it happen?
I mean, to be very honest, standing in long lines. I remember the first time I came to Bombay and I did my course in acting and everything. But once I started auditioning, the maximum that time I remember I stood in line for 13 hours.
Wow.
Right, and it was not a big film. It was not like some Yash Raj or Sanjay sir. Nothing. It was a very small film, but it was a film, and it was some work for me. So I stood in line for 13 hours. I remember 10:30 in the morning I was there, and it was right outside Infinity on the opposite side, Moria Landmark opposite. And and there was a line of 700 people, and if you leave the line, you had to go back. So I never left the line. So I just had to stay there full day, and I got into the room at 12 o'clock in the night.
Wow.
For about half an hour, they took my audition, and I actually got that film. And then I had to reject it because they were blocking my dates for 5 years. Right, and that didn't work out. So I know what it is to stand in lines. And as far as this is concerned, this is just mad hustle, man. Mad hustle. I mean, I've always said, you can knock on 10 doors, 20 doors, the top people in the industry, but knock on 1,000 doors. I have knocked on doors of people who are like even makeup artists. I mean, I have knocked on doors who are nothing to do with directors or producers, from small to big.
Just to get an in.
Just to get an in, man. Just to get you know what? I'll introduce you to somebody else. 1 person, 2 people, 2 people to 4 people, 4 people to 6 people, and it just kept growing and just kept growing. And and that's the way I just progressed little by little by little. And this, I basically chased down, me and my friend Tushar. We both chased down this audition for 15 months. So he used to work with Sanjay sir in Ram Leela and all that as a legal attorney. So he said, man, one day I dream that you work with him. He just has to see you. And we begged people to introduce us to him, me to him, right? No chance. For years, nothing. And then Shruti Mahajan was casting for this. He knew it was happening. He just told me, man, you know what? I'm going to chase it down. And we chased it down for 15 months.
Wow.
And she just got I think she just got frustrated. And she was like, you know what? Just take this audition. When we looked at the audition and when it came down, she said, this is just a 2 or 3 day role. All right? Nothing more. I said, no problem. मुझे सिर्फ एक दिन चाहिए सर को दिखाने के लिए कि मेरे अंदर क्या है. And I know if people can, And you know, the thing is that I have seen so many people's careers and I've read so much of people, and they say that one scene can change your life.
Yeah.
So I said, give me one scene. Just give me one intense scene. Let me show him what I can do, right? And I signed that contract for 3 days. And I got a call from him back in 2 weeks. And they said, sir, aapse milna chahte hain. So that was quite shocking. Ki for 2-day role, why does he want to meet me? But I said, who doesn't want to meet Sanjay sir? So I went, met him. He was very kind to me. He sat down. He asked me about my whole career. He also said कि तूने इतना काम किया है पर कोई तुझे जानता नहीं है. I said, this is how it is, sir. I'm trying my best. He's like, Shruti, इसको ये रोल मत दे, इसको बलराज का रोल दे दे. Who's my best, who's Tajdar's best friend in the thing.
Yeah.
So I was very happy that he increased my role, you know, because अक्सर ऐसा होता है कि जब भी मुझे कोई बड़ा project मिलता है, they get thrown out. Somebody else comes and takes it, you know, connections, relationships.
So hold on. So the Nawab that we've seen on screen is not quite the reality here. The reality behind the camera is one of a hustler.
Yeah.
That's a good revelation to find out about you.
Dude, I'm a big hustler, man. I mean, I swear to God, I know the value of one fan. I know the value of one contact. After finishing Yash Raj, I had in my phone 5 contacts. That's it, only 5 contacts. And from there I grew. I know what it takes to like, और जैसे वो film जैसे आपने सुना होगा गुरु में, he said, you know, wherever you need to beg, you beg. Wherever you need to, you know, do buttering, you do the buttering, and if not, then you kick the door open. But you have to get in, right? And that is my belief. You know, you have to get in. That's it. However you get in, you get in.
They say Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, Jo chalta hai, as long as you get to your goal. And so happy that after so many years you finally realized it. That's quite
I
nice.
actually didn't. I mean, it was mostly Bhansali.
Yeah.
End of the day, he took me for Balraj. And then finally, he's like, he called me in again. He's like, I saw your look test. Something's in you. I like you. He's like, I want you for Tajdar. I mean, it was just growing. I didn't expect this to happen. I thought he was going to kick me out of Balraj when he called me back again. But God's grace, mom's blessings, and something he saw in me, which is flattering, very flattering.
Yeah.
I am glad he did.
Yeah.
I would never be here. I would never be sitting in front of you today.
Yeah.
So this is just a tremendous honor.
Right. Can you describe to me day one on the sets of Sanjay Leela Bhansali? When we think of Sanjay Leela Bhansali, we think of big elaborate sets. We also think of people like Ranbir Kapoor. We think of Sonam Kapoor. We think of the best of the talent that he's really got out.
Yes.
Was it daunting, especially with the amount of women around you and all gorgeous at that?
I would have to say that it was magnificent and very opulent and very you know, satisfying to be on that set. Was I pressured because of the women or because of the other people? No, I wasn't, because Nasir sir ने एक बार कहा था, which I believe, उन्होंने कहा था कि an unprepared actor is a nervous actor. Right? और मैंने पिछले 14 साल में मैंने अपने आप को बहुत ज़्यादा मैंने मेहनत की है. And I believe that being on set is my playground. That's not my work, right? The actual work is not there. It's behind
the part.
It's not getting the part. It's not even that. It's not even that. There's my guru, and my guru, Dr. Das. He once told me, he's a gynecologist, by the way, and he did a microscopic operation in the least amount of time, and his name came in the Limca Book of Awards. So they asked him, his colleagues, how did you manage to do this? You know, you come in the office at 9 o'clock, you leave with us at 5 o'clock. Like, how? And he's like, it doesn't matter what you do between 9 and 5. It matters what you do between 5 and 9. That makes you, right? So working on sets is my 9 to 5 job.
Right.
And the job which actually is a job is 5 to 9. It's all the work that I put in, all the hustle, all the classes, right? All the trying to meet people, the sleepless night, the sacrifices, not going out, not drinking, not making too many friends. All that is sacrifice.
Wow.
You know, when you sacrifice all those things, I to be very honest, I just had a very blind faith that this is going to somehow, you know, come together and the universe is going to give me something. And it did. You know, this is blind faith. Blind faith.
So this is the message to all the hustlers out there who still haven't made it. This is an example of someone who did. So maybe that's the secret sauce, to keep at it and to keep envisioning. But Taha, you also have a very interesting background. You come from a family where there are doctors and engineers and biochemists. if my research is throwing up the right results. How did, in middle of all of this, in middle of an entrepreneurial background, sitting in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, how did this kida of acting really creep in?
I think, to be honest, when we're kids and entertainment is such a big factor in all our lives, who doesn't want to be in the entertainment industry, right? Somewhere down there, everybody, every child. Now Instagram has become such a big thing that influencers have become such a big
Yeah.
thing, right? But before that, there was not that.
Huh.
For us, it was just TV, right? You want to be on the TV, you want to be on the big screen, right? And you just love it because when you see them getting so much adulation and so much love, and most of all, you just see, your face lights up when you see somebody who's on a screen. When you see them passing by, or suddenly you see them, everybody just becomes, whether you're fighting, whether you're arguing, you might be in the worst mood ever, but your face lights up,
It's the impact.
right? Yeah, and just to make people happy. I mean, what a job, right? What a job. I mean, you get to make them cry, laugh. You get to make them feel everything. And when you come in front of them, it's only joy. They only have smile. Their face lights up. I mean, you give them a memory that they'll never forget. I mean, that's the thing which actually inspired me to become this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that Kida actually just came because I guess somebody must have told me that, oh, you're a good, decent looking guy, you should try modeling. So I started modeling. And, but most of all, I was always researching New York Film Academy because they were about to open in Abu Dhabi, right? So I was 16, 17, and I was constantly researching. मैं देख के मैं खुश हो जाता था. I was never applying, I never did anything, but खुश होता था because I was doing business and things like that. But that's where the thing started. And finally, and I always felt I didn't belong. I felt like I didn't belong. It's like in school, my friends, whoever I was with, I never felt I belonged. And
But?
when I joined acting, I felt like I found home. I felt like I belong.
Yeah.
I belong in this filmmaking world, in this world of creators, in this world of editors and filmmakers, artists.
Yeah.
That was my world. And not engineers or doctor or computer engineering or whatever my other friends or my people who I know in the past have all done.
Yeah.
It's not me, right? I just felt like when I joined this, trust me, and I have to be very honest, I failed in school. All right, I was a very naughty kid
Which
in school.
standard?
I was put down from 5th grade to 4th grade again. All right, I was suspended from school many times because I kept very long hair and things like that. I was kind of like a naughty
So
boy.
Taha was a bad boy in school.
Yeah, I was.
So this Nawab quality that he's been portraying on screen with ease actually comes from that.
Yeah, I guess it. I mean, I don't know if it comes from that, but my teacher, when I got expelled, my teacher said that I begged him, please don't do it, please don't do it. But he said this lesson is going to take you a long way because every action has a consequence. Whether you do good or bad, you're going to have a consequence. And at that time, I hated him. But later on, it just felt like 3-4 years later, I thanked him. And I thank you, Mr. Cooney. And so, life lessons just teach you. These lessons really teach you.
Right. Talking about life lessons and this very interesting past that you have, which is a relationship with Bollywood, but you haven't spent a lot of time in India, correct? You were mostly outside, you were in Abu Dhabi or Dubai and stuff like that. I'm very curious to understand what got you to Siddhi Vinayak after the success.
No, ma'am, I think that our culture or India is amalgamation of all cultures. You know what I mean? I believe that if I'm not here by myself, of course I'm here by my mom's blessings, my hard work, sure, that's one side. But without the Almighty, right? God is God. अगर आप दरगाह जाएं या आप church जाएं या आप सिद्धि विनायक जाएं, what is God? God is a belief, right? And when you go to a place where there's so many believers who are putting faith, right? Everybody is exuding faith. And when you put yourself there, then you kind of attract their faith and you put in your faith with them and all kind of comes together and it goes up to the universe. And that's what it is. Place doesn't matter.
Right.
The faith and the belief and the love that people give out, the aura, that matters. So
That's nice.
I would really love to go anywhere and everywhere where there's faith. Siddhi Vinayak ho, any other temples around India, whether it be the the big masjid in UAE. Now they've opened a temple in UAE. You know what I mean? So like anywhere you get blessings, really. I
Right,
mean, we should
right.
all go.
I want to quickly wrap it up now, but not before learning about one more skill we are told you have up your
No,
sleeve, which is a bit of singing, we are
no.
told.
I
Taha, I'm told that this bad boy instinct also got you a lot of attention in school. So you have
yeah.
a few lines for us?
A few lines. I don't know. I mean, I can say the line from my project. But as far as singing is concerned, I'm a novice. I learned singing. I try my best.
But you released a single.
I really no. It was actually a group of us who released it. I was one of. So I've got a very bassy voice, right? So my voice is mostly pushing the tenors up. So my bass.
Okay,
kind
now
of
stop
gets that.
fishing. Come
No,
on,
I really,
come on,
really,
you've
no,
got
really.
something.
No, I would love to sing, but I'm very, I can do a backflip for you, to be very honest, right? But as
we
far
need,
as
we need a bigger set for that one. Yeah.
I can do a backflip. I can do a dance move, but like as far as singing is concerned, you need to give me at least a year, and I hopefully by then I will try my best to perform in front of you. But I'm very shy if it comes to singing. But karaoke we can do.
Shy is anything that Taha is, but I'm gonna let that one go.
Yeah,
But
okay,
you
thank
do
you.
have a dialogue you said you want to say to for our viewers.
You know, I'm quite a lover boy myself, so I will tell you. I'll use that dialogue from the project. एक बार ताजदार बलोच को इश्क होगा तो पूरा लाहौर इश्क करना हमसे सीखेगा.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason why we are here and why internet is spooning over this latest sensation. Well, Taha, it was lovely chatting up with you. Good luck.
Thank
and really happy to get a story of a hustler, of somebody who's really made it on their own. Lovely chatting up.
Thank you.